were a major threat. I felt so bad for you on a personal level, but as a competitor, I was just like, Eureka, but you gotta go home. No. What her reaction is when her sugar daddy takes away her credit card.
Well, hang on, you know DaniEllisVision?
One thing that I have always been told and have always believed myself is that I have trust issues. I have problems being vulnerable. I have issues letting people in and allowing myself to be in a position to be hurt. But as I get older and as I think more about it, I wonder, do I really have trust issues, or do I just have problems with people wanting to tear down the boundaries that I've erected in myself in order to get what they want from me? And saying that out loud, I realize how cynical that it sounds, but stick with me for a second. When people say that other people have trust issues, they most often mean that you have problems letting your guard down, letting other people in, letting people get to know the real mushy, squishy, dushy you all up on the inside. What they really mean is not that nobody's gonna hurt you and that you have to trust other people and that they're not going to do bad things to you, but that it's part of the human experience to be hurt and to be betrayed. And in order to feel that, you have to let this down, or you're never going to know the real good in somebody. Because if you can't know the bad, you can't know the good. I do understand that saying everyone's going to hurt you in the end, everyone's going to betray you, everyone's going to lie to you is super cynical. It is a self-fulfilling prophecy of sorts, because I believe it to an extent, but I also think that setting yourself up for this kind of outcome is 100% going to change your mindset and going to change your attitude toward things. But I don't think that having trust issues with other people really exists, because when you say you need to work on your trust issues, you're saying you need to work on allowing yourself to experience that hurt. So it's not saying you need to work on trusting others, but instead you need to work on knowing that this is going to happen, that this is going to be painful, but that you have to work through it, or you're never going to experience good, and you're never going to experience growth, and you're never going to experience forgiveness, for instance. That's something so necessary to human life, as horrible as it is. Not forgiveness, but obviously what initially has to happen for forgiveness to follow suit. But I don't like people saying you need to agree to the vulnerability that exists within you as saying this is the same thing as not being able to trust other people. You know, I can trust people. I'm sure you can trust people. Can I really trust that somebody is going to be there for me every single time I need them? Well, no, because as much as I want that, it's really not realistic. And it makes me sad to say that, but it's the truth. And even me, if I want to say I'm going to be there for you every single time you need me, the truth is that I'm going to fall short sometime or another. But does that mean you can't trust me? Or does that just mean I'm a human being who sometimes has shortcomings, who sometimes can't follow through, and that's okay? To trust someone not to hurt you ever is to set you and them up for a horrible failure, really and truly. To revere someone so much and put them on a pedestal that you think they can never come down, that they can never lessen themselves, that they can never be not quite what you've put them up to be, is unrealistic and is going to make you feel like you can't trust people. When in reality, it's just that you can't expect that from everyone. And it's so, I'm not saying this with ease. It's so hard for me to say it. Trust issues are something probably almost everyone would say they have. Very few people would be like, I trust everyone implicitly. I give everyone my trust. You know, that's very, very rare. But to say that you trust someone does not mean that they are without fault. And that's something that I've had to learn and that I've had to grow to understand. And that also someone fulfilling your expectations all the time doesn't make them trustworthy, you know? Trust is 100% not a privilege. It's something that's earned, and time contributes to it, but it's not the only factor. Trust, to me, like love, is honestly, in its truest and realest form, it's elusive and it's kind of magical, as stupid as that sounds. But yeah, this sounds dumb, but I mean it. When you find it, God, it means something to you. It's important, and it really is something fulfilling and amazing. So do trust issues exist? Yes. I don't think in the way that everyone says that they do, but they do exist. But you have to learn to differentiate trust, expectations, and what ends up happening. You know, they're all different things. Really and truly.
DaniEllisVision. What?